heavyweight division. He is the most decorated professional boxer to ever enter the octagon. And tonight, James Toney looks to land one of his trademark power punches on Randy Couture.
James Toney picked a fight. James Toney chased me around the country, calling me names, calling me a sissy and a pussy, and that we're afraid of boxing.
Since y'all scared to come to mine, I'm coming to yours.
As long as I've been involved in this sport for the last 13 years, we've been compared to boxing, and I've heard plenty of boxers run their heads about how terrible we are at striking and how they knock us all out. And I was on his hit list. One of the guys, he said, "Oh, I'll knock him out." I'm like, I'm in.
I'm the Dark Emperor. I mean, they reign over everything.
James Toney is one of the most skilled boxers to ever fight in boxing. And certainly the most skilled boxer to ever attempt a shot at mixed martial arts.
I've been the most feared man in boxing for the last 10 years. I'm the best, period.
I think that James is just that cocky and that arrogant that he thinks he's just going to stroll in there purely as a boxer and get the job done. Boxing is still only a small part of what we do as a mixed martial artist.
Oh, there's a takedown. Good night.
There's some serious holes in his game. My job is to point those out.
It's bullshit. When I hit somebody on the chin, it's over with.
You better hope he can catch me long enough to land that shot and knock me out.
This is how Couture has done it so many times. He's getting overwhelmed here.
James or any other boxers that think they're just going to walk in there with just their boxing tools and be terribly effective are sorely mistaken.
I'm gonna knock his head off his shoulders. Knock him out.
I don't care about knocking him out. I just want to beat his ass.
Turn that up. Okay. I know everybody bouncing, right? Yeah, chicks, this is hot. Sacktown. It's your boy, B Smooth, man. Yo. I'm the rap game's best kept, guaranteed the best catch. Ocean full of sharks, flow considered a threat, yes.
11 titles in 5 different divisions, 15 title fights, 83 professional fights, 44 career knockouts. Back in 2003, by 9th round TKO, James Toney defeated Evander Holyfield, and tonight, James Lights Out Toney makes his MMA debut.
What James Toney brings in this fight, besides great hands, some of the best hands in boxing, what he brings in this fight is incredible belief in himself. Is that enough? We're about to find out.
He has the significant distinction as a boxer of a guy who likes to close in battle, of fighting in a phone booth. So if Couture and Toney get in certain clinch situations, James thinks he can land something powerful. Randy, in all likelihood, is going to clinch and look immediately for the takedown.
And you know, let's be honest, Randy has fought fast boxers before. Vitor Belfort 3 separate occasions, and Vitor was never able to tee off on Randy. And Vitor's got lightning hands, not the kind of skill that James Toney possesses, but perhaps even faster hands.
He was Freddie Roach's first superstar, born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, fighting out of Detroit, Michigan. James Toney just turned 42 years old. He was the underdog in a lot of his fights. He was the underdog against Michael Nunn. He's made a career knocking people out with 10-ounce gloves on. Tonight, he will perform in the octagon with 4-ounce gloves.
The real
look
question,
to land one on Randy.
The real question is, how is he going to perform once he starts grappling, when his arms get tired and filled with blood, and is he going to be able to stop the takedown even for enough time to throw a punch, for an attempt at a punch? A lot of questions, very intriguing.
JT, just trouble. Toney has never been stopped. He's only been dropped 3 times. He's hardly been hurt. And the boxing world is watching very closely tonight as one of the best of all time tries to come into the mixed martial arts world and proves that he can be successful.
And he's been hit by big punches from heavyweight boxers like Evander Holyfield, Samuel Peters, big guys. You go back to his boxing days, I mean, he really is what you consider a throwback in the world of boxing. Go back to the fight where he fought Iran Barkley, which showed beautiful movement, rolling with punches, countering with short shots, the way he dismantled Holyfield. I mean, he's like one of the greatest all-time boxers, but is it it too late. Is the shape that he's in enough?
Anaerobic to aerobic too, Joe. You know, boxing, yeah, all of a sudden
I'm talking about
round. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too, because Randy will apply the pressure and apply it very early.
Randy is relentless, and at 47 years old, he's in tremendous shape.
He is the natural. The UFC Hall of Famer. "47 years old. 15 UFC wins.
How's that even possible?
He's superhuman. He's Captain America. And he's not only looking for another win tonight, he's looking to represent all of his fellow mixed martial artists and shut down James Toney. Three-time heavyweight champion, two-time light heavyweight champion, the first with titles in 2 divisions, Greco-Roman U.S. Olympic alternate, 3-time All-American, and beloved by all, Randy Couture.
What Randy is one of the best at is implementing and sticking to game plans. He doesn't get wild, he doesn't go off track. The game plan for this fight will be hands up high, close the distance, get a hold of him, drag him to the ground, strangle him.
That's a key point you make too, Joe. Randy Couture's ego is in check. He has no plans on going in and saying, all right, you know what? I'll punch with you, I'll exchange. I'm going to prove to you I can outstrike you. Randy doesn't have to prove that to himself or anybody else, and that may be as big a key to victory as anything else.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree.
Big beat James Toney, here I am. From Everett, Washington, the leader of the Extreme Couture camp in Las Vegas. And watch for some leg kicks, too. And I wonder how many good leg kicks James Toney's taken in his lifetime. I'm going to guess not a whole lot. Because he certainly isn't afraid of James Toney taking him down.
Oh, this is so exciting.
I love it. What a great matchup, and Dana White is on his feet watching very closely.
Yeah, freak show or not, man, this is fun.
James Toney.
I just hope more boxers start to do this, man.
Congratulations to James Toney for being the first. Now can he have any success? Our tale of the tape for this marquee matchup. Couture, 5 years the elder of Toney, who weighed in at 237 pounds. With the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Reruns in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 237 pounds. Fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, this man has held 11 titles in 5 different weight divisions. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current NABO and IBA heavyweight champion, James Toney! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record, 18 wins, 10 losses, standing 62 inches tall, weighing in at 220 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the only fighter to win 2 UFC championship titles 5 times and in 2 different weight classes. Presenting the former 2-time UFC light heavyweight champion, the former UFC And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the contest is Mario Yamasaki.
All right, now you guys should do a clean fight. Follow my orders for all time. Defend yourself for all times. Touch gloves. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
I agree. Randy Couture. James lights out Toney. The boxer, the mixed martial artist, the sold-out TD Garden.
Let's go, come on!
And here we go. See how long it takes Randy to shoot.
Not 3 seconds and down.
And immediately to mount. Randy Couture has the mount immediately on James Toney. Teeing away on the boxing champion.
And James is giving up arms left and right. He's just hanging on. Randy's gonna soften him up and then go for submission.
Who does not love Randy Couture?
Randy's smothering James too, not giving him any room to breathe. James is not hip escaping. He's not putting his hands on Randy's hips to push off. Randy's got grapevines in here, separating the legs of James. He's just beating him up here.
Trying to work the midsection from the bottom is Toney.
James is trying to force his forearm into Randy's face, but Randy's just smothering him and punching him in the face over and over again, and I don't think James is going to be able to stop it. People are chanting UFC.
Love this. 90 seconds into the fight.
I see blood. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Posturing up is Randy
Randy
Couture.
has so much confidence here. He can control position really from anywhere.
Toney trying to control.
Toney is really, obviously, a novice on the ground. And, you know, James doesn't even know what to do here with the cage, so Randy's going to push him up against it and smash him. When you get a skilled opponent, you don't want to get close to the cage because you can wall walk and use the octagon.
Couture smothering Toney.
He's so confident that he doesn't mind it.
To the midsection. Lights out, trying to hang around though, Joe.
Yeah, Randy is slowly pressing down on the arm, getting into an arm triangle position.
See if he can choke him out.
He's going to go to sleep.
Randy Couture looking to finish this fight.
James does not know how to defend. He's not putting his hand on his ear.
Couture dominant.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody even taught him how to defend this. He's going to go to sleep here. Randy's just holding the position. He's not rushing it.
He's giving. He said it again.
Toney says he's okay. Mario Yamasaki right on top of the action.
Well, he's not out yet, you know. I mean, I guess he's okay. Randy's going to slowly beat him down, though.
You know what? I'm on the cap on, huh?
I mean, this is what I kind of thought would happen, but I hoped it would be more competitive. He's got it again. Now he's got it locked in.
Looking to finish it again, Joe. Can Toney survive?
Well, they're telling Toney to push down on his hand, which is a way to do it. Push that elbow in position. But Randy's got it closed off. Now he's got to defend by putting it against his ear. He's going out. It's
all over! Randy, the natural Couture, has defeated James Toney!
What we learned in UFC 1 still is applied in UFC 118.
Just like that. The mixed martial artist rules.
I mean, we knew it was going to happen, but I had hoped that James had worked on his takedown defense, that he learned. But, you know, I mean, how much can you learn in 9 months, really? All right, here we go. Randy on top, in the mount, pounding on James Toney. James just showed no ability or knowledge about this position, didn't know how to get out of it at all, and here he locks it up. Gets that arm pinned up against Randy's neck, controls that arm, and forced that arm triangle. Got on top of him, here it is again, fully locked into the mount, arm triangle, steps over the side, perfect position, perfect technique, clamps it down, and James taps. And that's a wrap, son.
47-year-old Hall of Famer Randy Couture turns the lights out on James Toney. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 19 seconds of the very first round. By the winner, by tap out, due to an arm triangle, Randy the Natural Couture!
Captain America wins for the 16th time in the UFC. Here's Joe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a very fired up Captain America, Randy Couture. It's what we expected. It's what you did. Any surprises here tonight?
First of all, Boston, you guys are awesome! No. This is exactly what we train to do. No one really shoots a low single in MMA, and I knew with James's boxing stance, a low single would probably be there, and it worked. I worked on that arm triangle for over a year now, so finally get it. It was awesome.
When you got him down, he never tried to hip escape. You got a black belt?
Congratulations, brother.
Did you just give him his black belt?
You just got his black belt. Congratulations.
Well deserved, sir. Well deserved. To go with your other many belts. Were you surprised that he didn't know how to defend in any of the positions, the mount, anything?
You know, I think realistically, even if he's been training 9 months, that's real short order to pick up everything you need to know from mixed martial arts. I'm a huge fan of boxing. Mike, a lot of credit to James for stepping up in here as the first boxer to do that. I think all us MMA guys love boxing, and hopefully now there's a whole bunch of boxers like James that will start to love MMA.
Well, congratulations on your victory. Congratulations on your recent movie.
I've had a hell of a month.
Yeah, you have had a hell of a month. You are the man. Congratulations, sir. Randy Couture, ladies and gentlemen.
Black belt, Randy Couture. Joe will catch up to James Toney.
All right, I'm here with James Toney. First of all, James, congratulations on being the first boxer to step in here and try out MMA. Tell us about the fight. Was there anything that you didn't expect?
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be so aggressive at first. You know, he just caught me. You know what I'm saying? Caught me slipping out and spar down. He got me on the ground. I couldn't get off the triangle choke. But you know, I'll be back. I ain't no quit. I'm here with you in the world. See ya.
Now, are you going to try more MMA bouts? Are you going to go back and work on your ground game and come back here again?
My ground game is all right, but you know, I was a great fighter. Randy Couture's a great fighter. I'm a great fan of boxing, but I will be back.
All right, well, thank you very much, James. Always a fan. James Toney, ladies and gentlemen.